Welcome to a tale of hope, resilience, and the power of positivity. In a small picturesque village there lived a farmer named Mohan, who was renowned not for his wealth or his crops, but for his unwavering smile and boundless optimism. Today, we journey into Mohan's world, where even in the face of devastating storms and ruined harvests, he remains a beacon of cheerfulness and wisdom. Join us as we uncover the secret behind his serenity and learn a timeless lesson that can transform our lives. This is the story of Mohan, the farmer who taught an entire village the invaluable wisdom of "this too shall pass." In a quaint village, there lived a farmer named Mohan, who was well known for his unwavering positivity and contentment. Despite the numerous challenges he faced, he always remained cheerful and optimistic. This story begins with a severe storm that ravaged the village, destroying crops and leaving the villagers anxious and distressed about their future. One evening, as the storm subsided, the villagers gathered and began to assess the damage. They were disheartened to see their crops ruined and their hard work washed away. Amidst their collective despair, they noticed that Mohan was smiling and seemed unbothered by the calamity. Curious and somewhat perplexed, the villagers approached Mohan and asked, "Why are you so happy? Your crops have been destroyed just like ours. Aren't you worried about the future?" Mohan responded with his characteristic calm and cheerfulness. "Why should I worry about something that's beyond my control? Worrying won't change what has happened. Instead, we should focus on what we can do next. Learn to be carefree and keep smiling, even in tough times." The villagers, intrigued by his response, pressed him further. "But how can we remain carefree and happy when our livelihood is at stake? We have responsibilities and concerns. Our families depend on these crops. How can we be happy amidst such loss?" Mohan nodded and said, "I understand your worries, but let me share a story from my childhood that taught me an invaluable lesson about life and happiness." Mohan began recounting his childhood journey with his father. They once embarked on a trip through a dense forest to sell their crops in a distant city. During their journey, they encountered numerous obstacles. As night fell, a fierce storm arose, and their cart got stuck in the muddy path. Despite their efforts, they couldn't free the cart. They were stranded, hungry, and scared in the middle of a dark, eerie forest. His father tried to calm him, saying, "Don't worry, son. I'm here with you. We'll get through this." But young Mohan was terrified, hearing the howls of wild animals and the rustling of the trees. His fear grew as the night deepened. After a while, they noticed a faint light in the distance. His father decided to investigate, leaving Mohan by the cart. Mohan waited anxiously, shivering with fear. After what seemed like an eternity, his father returned with a kind-hearted sage. Together, they managed to free the cart from the mud. The sage also gave them some food and a small piece of paper before bidding them farewell. Mohan was curious about the paper and asked his father what it was. His father simply said, "It's a lesson for the future. I'll tell you about it when the time is right." Years passed, and Mohan grew up. His father's health began to deteriorate, and on his deathbed, he handed Mohan the piece of paper and said, "When I'm no longer with you, read this. It will guide you through difficult times." After his father's passing, Mohan faced numerous hardships. He struggled to manage the farm and provide for his family. One day, feeling overwhelmed and lost, he remembered the piece of paper. He opened it and read the words, "This too shall pass." At first, the words didn't make much sense to him. Seeking clarity, he visited the sage who had helped them years ago. The sage explained, "Life is a series of moments, both good and bad. Neither lasts forever. When you're going through tough times, remember that it will pass. And when you're experiencing joy, cherish it, for it too will pass. The key to happiness is to stay balanced and not get too attached to any one moment." Mohan realized the profound wisdom in those simple words. From that day on, he adopted a new outlook on life. He stopped worrying about things beyond his control and started living in the present, appreciating each moment for what it was. The villagers listened intently as Mohan shared his story. They began to understand that worrying about the storm and their ruined crops wouldn't solve their problems. They needed to focus on what they could do next to rebuild and move forward. Mohan concluded, "Remember, every situation is temporary. Don't let worries consume you. Face challenges with a smile and a positive attitude. this too shall pass. Inspired by Mohan's story and wisdom, the villagers decided to work together to restore their farms. They shared resources, helped each other, and slowly but surely, their fields began to flourish again. They realized that their collective strength and positivity could overcome any adversity. Mohan's story became a guiding light for the entire village, reminding them to stay hopeful and resilient in the face of challenges. His unwavering positivity and the lesson of "this too shall pass" became a cornerstone of their community, helping them navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and strength. And so, through Mohan's story, the villagers learned a valuable lesson: that life is a series of moments, each fleeting and ever-changing. They discovered that by embracing each moment, whether joyous or challenging, with a smile and a positive attitude, they could overcome any adversity. Mohan's wisdom, "this too shall pass," became a guiding light for the community, reminding them to stay hopeful and resilient. The villagers worked together, supporting each other through tough times, and celebrated their triumphs with gratitude. As you go through your own journey in life, remember Mohan's story. No matter what challenges you face, keep smiling, stay positive, and know that this too shall pass. Embrace the present, learn from each experience, and keep moving forward with hope and determination. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey. If you found value in Mohan's story, please like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting tales that remind us of the power of positivity and resilience.